And how would you like your eggs?
Sunny side up, please. I love a good yolk. Oh, perfected. Welcome back, Dylan here, and if you haven't heard, Beamer Tech is expanding. We're entering a new chapter, and first on this endeavor is going to be Tesla. Now, of course, we're still the same company you've come to know and love, and we'll continue to always develop new products for BMWs, Minis, and Supras. But enough about that. If you want to learn more about this new chapter, go check out the description of this video. But for now, the yoke wheel. Well, yoke. It's not a wheel.
The Tesla brand is all about being unique. So why should your steering wheel be any different? This steering yoke will set you apart from other vehicles on the road. This yoke will still retain the factory airbag and controls for your safety and convenience.
We're offering these yokes in a multitude of colors and finishes, from Alcantara to a black color, a white color, and more on the way. Check out our website, link in the description, for an up-to-date list. But let's not waste any more time. Let's get to the installation. Jarrett, take it away.
Before you do anything with an airbag or electronics, you need to make sure you disconnect the battery. First, start by opening all of the doors and lower the windows. This will ensure you don't lock yourself out of your car. If you want, you could tie a towel around the door latch on the body of the car to prevent the door from closing. Next, open the frunk. After it's open, grab onto this panel and pull. The fasteners will pop free. Locate the 12-volt battery, and with a 10mm socket, remove the negative battery terminal and set it aside. Do not close the frunk. The last part is in the back seat. Head to the seat and push forward on the disconnect lever to lift one side of the seat up. Here's a close-up of what this looks like. Do this on both sides. On the passenger side, remove this foam insulator and locate this connector here. Press the center gray tab aside, and the gray latch will rotate and disconnect. Set this aside, and the low voltage system will officially be disconnected. Now for the steering yoke. The first step is to pop out the airbag. Take the included tools in the kit and insert them into the access holes on either side of the steering column. Let's cut to what it looks like without the airbag so you can get an idea of what to do. You're going to feel around for this spring on either side. Push them both in and you'll pop the airbag free. Once you feel the airbag come free, carefully pull it out. Using a pick tool, gently press down on the tabs of this yellow connector to remove it, and carefully set the airbag aside. Do the same with the darker connector on the other side. Now take the 10mm hex bit included in the kit and attach it to a decently sized ratchet for extra torque. Insert it into the steering wheel bolt and rotate it to the left to break it free. It'll be tight. Remove the bolt and wiggle the steering wheel off. Now we have to transfer the guts of the wheel to the new yoke. Start by locating the tabs on the back of the wheel for these black plastic pieces. While applying some pulling tension from the front, use the aid of a pick tool to push in each tab. And it will pop free. Do this for all three. Using a T25 bit, remove these 4 screws holding the center section to the wheel frame. Using a trim tool, carefully pry the center section away from the rest of the wheel like so. Jared found it easier to do both sides first and then the bottom. Remove the center section. The last thing we need to do on the original wheel is remove the retaining spring. With a trim tool, pull the spring past and over the cylindrical castings in the wheel. It may be best to hold on to the bottom of the spring and wear safety glasses just in case. Now for the reassembly. Grab your yoke. Take the spring you just removed and slide it first into the bottom cylindrical casting, and then snap the other two sides in. Grab the center section and feed the connector for the heated yoke up through here so you don't pinch it behind the assembly. Since our Tesla did not come with this option, we unfortunately won't be plugging it into anything. Carefully snap the outsides of the center section in place on the new yoke. Visually inspect it to make sure it's flush. Reinstall all 4 T25 screws. You can ignore this green connector you see here. This is Jared just doing custom Jared stuff. We don't ask questions, we just make videos. Line the black plastic sections up with the cast cylinders. Press down on the bottom one to snap it into place, and do the same with the other two. Back in the car, line up the key slot on the yoke with the corresponding slot on the steering column splines. Push the wheel in place. Start the screw by hand. Finally, screw it down and torque it to 80 Newton meters or 59 foot-pounds. Reconnect the dark connector. Last but not least, grab the airbag and reconnect the yellow connector. Line up the airbag and press down firmly to snap it into place. To finish up, let's reconnect the low voltage system. On the passenger side of the rear seat with the gray arm out, push down the connector and rotate the arm to lock it into place. Replace the foam insulator. When bringing your seat back down, ensure the seatbelt connectors are still where they need to be. Do this on both sides. Back up front, reconnect the negative battery terminal with a 10mm socket. Line up the cover panel and press down to lock it into place. To finish up, close the frunk close the doors, and roll up the windows.
So there you have it. Let's go for a drive and see what it's like. So, the yoke. It does take a little bit of getting used to. If you've never driven something like this before, which I have not, you're expecting a wheel, especially when you're turning. You try to do one of these and you try to grab, there's nothing there. The bottom being flat takes some getting used to, but if you grip it here or grip it here, your thumbs still have easy access to the knobs here to control whatever you want to control. And I like it. It's kind of fun. It's different. It gives you an unobstructed view of whatever's in front of you, which could be this screen. Stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe. You'll see that coming up in a future video, but it's fun. The lock to lock doesn't take that many rotations. Getting it to move, you don't need to move it that much, so you're really not even gripping up here. And if anything, it actually encourages you to keep two hands on the wheel because you're not doing that. I guess you could drive with the... Don't do that. Don't drive with the airbag. But you know what, Jazz, let's go in this parking lot right here and just do some more, not spirited driving, but just some more turning. Because on the average roads, you're not going to be doing too much. But you see right here, I'm getting used to it. I know where to grab. I'm going to drive over here. I say we just make some nice little S-turns. It's really easy to get used to. It's cake. I didn't even need to take my hand off if I didn't want to. And let's back up into a spot right here just to see what that might be like. Go into reverse. Look at that one rotation. And bam, easy. Let's just do, let's make a U-turn up here. So that one rotation for lock. And let's just go over here. Easy. Very fast to get used to. Quick installation. And just makes your car a little bit different than the other Teslas you're going to see out on the road. If you want this for your Tesla, head on over to our website now, link in the description. But as always, for more tips and tricks, product reviews, and so much more for now Teslas, BMWs, Minis, and Supras, make sure you subscribe and don't forget to ring that bell. And if you want to be the first to know about what's happening, make sure you head on over to our website to sign up for our newsletter. And hey, don't forget to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok as well. Thanks for watching.